Bonjour Mon Petites, it is I, the fabulous Crease, back with another video. Welcome back to my channel. If you are one of Mon Petites and if you're new, hey girl, hey, how you doing? How you been? What's going on with you? Glad you stopped by. And since you're here, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. And if you are already one of Mon Petites, make sure your notifications are on, honey. When I drop these videos, you will be the first to know. And make sure you hit that comment section and let me know that you got here because your notifications are on. Okay, so in today's video, we're going to be doing a pretty spring makeup look with a little bit of graphic liner. It looks a little difficult, but I promise you it is easy as pie because, you know, I don't be posting the hard makeup looks that much anymore. But so if you want to see how I do what I do and how you can do it too, then keep on watching and I will catch you on the other side. All right, hopping right on in, we're going to start with the Morphe 35B palette. I'm going to use one of those two purples, but really just the lavender. Then I'm going to use that purple from the Juvia's Place Zulu palette. First and foremost, we need to start by prepping our eyes with some concealer, and then I'm going to blend that out with my fingertips so that the eyeshadow can stick to the eye. Now I'm going into that Juvia's Place Zulu palette, and I'm going to take that nice bright deep purple. I'm going to go ahead and put that directly in my crease. I'm just going to pack it into my crease, well, kind of tap it into my crease with this fluffy brush. Next, with that lavender from the Morphe 35B palette, I'm going to put that on the end of the purple and just extend that only to the arch of my eyebrow. It's not going any further than that, and I want to blend those two colors together, and I want that lavender to just fade on out. And I'm using another fluffy brush, but this one is a little bit smaller. And I'm going to blend it into the darker purple. I went a little bit too much with it, but you know, whatever. I did have to go back with the darker purple just to give the color a bit more depth. But the point was to make those two blend super nicely. So I'm really focused on the blending of the two colors here. So now with the P. Louise base in Rumor 2 and a flat curved brush, I'm going to begin my cut crease. And what I do is, since I have hooded eyes, I just put a little bit right above my lash line, look up, and that will give me the point of where the arc of my crease will be. So that's the highest point of my crease. So then I just take that curved brush and kind of outline it first so I know like where my cut crease is going to be. Then I'm going to take a Q-tip with some baby oil on it and just clean up anything that's underneath that line. So now I have cut out my crease. Did I go through that too fast? And here's a fast forward of me doing the exact same thing with the other eye without skipping any steps or cutting any pieces. But it is fast. Now that we're done with that, I'm going to take that flat curved brush, and it is now covered in concealer or eyeshadow base. I'm just going to fill in the clean area of the cut crease because now I have a cut crease that is cleaned out, open, and ready to receive whatever is getting ready to go on top of that. In the Morphe 39A, aka Dare to Create palette, I am using the shade Canvas, which I have discovered is the perfect skin tone nude for me. So what you're going to be using should be whatever the perfect skin tone nude for you is. On a fluffy brush, I think this is the Morphe M573. It's the Morphe M573 brush. I'm taking that and I'm just going to put that color all over the concealer that I have put on my eyelid for the cut crease portion of the day. Now, quick thing, if you did not cut your crease perfectly, it is a-okay because we're about to go over it with a liner, so don't you worry. You don't want it to be all super jacked up, but if it's a little crooked, because mine is a little crooked today, I didn't make it super perfect, but it's all right because again, we're going over that with another color. Now you're going to take that nude color on that fluffy brush and carry it up into the top of your eyelid space near your brow, and you're going to blend it into that lavender color, because you want that, like I said, you want that lavender to look like it just faded away, like it just doesn't even exist anymore. So the way to do that is to get that nude color up into that lavender, so it looks like the lavender kind of just went bye-bye, just faded from dark purple to lavender to your skin. That's what we're doing here. I would just like to say how I am happy that I have finally found a freaking brown that is good for a nude for me, because I'm tired of those pink and apricot and tan colors that just ain't the move for me. So if you find you a brown nude that looks like your skin color, girl, go for it. Now granted, this is my highlighted concealer type skin color, but look at the evenness of how it looks with what I got from my under eye situation. Like, it looks like it belongs on my face, girl. Gosh, I've been trying to find that forever. Okay, anyway, so now I'm just going to take that concealer and I'm going to prep my lower lash line for the color that I'm about to do. And so I'm going to take that purple on a thick angled brush. I'm going to take that purple from the Juvia's Place, smack it right in the middle, kind of like a halo situation. And then I'm going to take the lavender from the 35B palette and put that on the outside, the inner corner and outer corner of, you know what I'm saying, girl. Now we're going to add some razzle dazzle. So you want to take some of that baby oil or whatever you use to make glitter stick to your eye, and take some iridescent glitter. It's like kind of white, but it's really not. It's like rainbow glitter, but it's not silver. Iridescent. And you're just going to put that right in the middle of your eyeball, kind of like a halo again. We're kind of haloing. We're not really haloing. We're kind of haloing. You just put it right in the middle of your eyeball. If you get the fallout, you take a fluffy brush and you knock the dust off your face. Now, taking my Suva Beauty Hydra Liner in, I believe it's called Space Panda. I don't know where it is right now, so I can't see it. I'm going to take a super thin brush. This brush is from Suva Beauty as well. And remember I said we were going to outline our cut crease. This is where we do that part. Now, you want to try and get this line as straight as possible. However, if you mess up, I'm going to show you in a few seconds how to fix that. But you see this line? This is a good line. This is a not messed up line. I like this line a lot. Now, should you happen to mess up your line like I did here, what you're going to do is take a flat brush. It could be curved, it could be straight. I think I should have used a curved brush, but it came out fine anyway. But you want to take a thin, flat brush, and you want to take your concealer, or a concealer that's close to the color of the eyeshadow that you're using, and you want to clean up that line. This is where you be careful. Then you take your eyeshadow and pop it right on top of the concealer, and presto blendo, we got us a crispy line. Okay, the lashes I'm using are in the style Hey Boo from Fat Lash by Treese, www.fatlashbytreese.com. And for some razzle dazzle, I wanted my iridescent situation to pop a little bit more. So I have some iridescent eyeshadow. I took it on a small brush and put it right in the middle. Again, for that halo effect, I used, where did that iridescent stuff come from? Oh yeah, the Mayo makeup. This highlighter that I'm using is from Ava Beauty. I'm actually not sure how to pronounce it. It's AEVA, and this is in the shade Golden Hour that I used on my nose. And then the shade that I used on my cheek is, hang on. It's called Sunkissed. For my lips, I wanted a nice matte nudie nude, so I went and used the shade, what is this? The NYX shade Earth Tone to line my lips. I wanted it to be a little bit browner, but I do really like the way that this turned out, so this is what we're rocking with. The next thing I used was my LA Girl concealer in the shade Almond, and that was my first lip color. I wanted to add a little bit more pink to it just to give it a bit more of a fleshy look. Instead of that like grayish look. So then I added the Fancy Cosmetics shade Boss to that. But then on top of that, to just kind of brighten it up and give it, more dimension, I added the shade Warm Honey in my LA Girl concealer to the middle of my lips. Y'all know I do lip cocktails here, there, and everywhere. So don't ever be surprised when I use 3, 4, 5 different things to get a lip color going, okay? So we are at the end of another tutorial with Trice, and as always, if you enjoyed the video, please be sure to leave me a thumbs up. I would greatly appreciate it. It gets my video out there. It lets the people know that I am here, my channel is here, these videos are here. It brings them to me, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get to y'all, y'all need to get to me. And how you do that is by doing this. Can't talk, but you know what I'm saying. Anyway, I already said subscribe to my channel, but I'm gonna reiterate it. Subscribe, please. I love you. Make sure you're following me on all social media at @callme_Trice. It's the same name across the board. If you're looking for me, that's how you find me. Okay? All right. I think that's all there is to say. Yeah. And there is no more, except as always, thank you guys so much for watching. I love you, love you, love you. And I will catch you in the next video. Bye, guys. All right, let me stop putting my damn hair. All right, I'm done.